Good afternoon, Ms. Perla Espinosa. My name is Marvin Shitumul. Here is the book I have read named Calle, Donde, Vives by Héctor Gaitán. Actually, I do really enjoy to read. However, if I find some book about something that I really enjoy, or if I find it interesting, I read it all. Because of my work, I have had to devote to a daily reading because it helps me to continue learning about my profession. I have read this book of Héctor Gaitán generally when I am at university, during the morning, when I go to work, or when I am going back to home. I decided to read the literary work named Calle, Donde, Vives. It was written on 1971 by Héctor Gaitán in Guatemala. This literary work is so interesting to read because it relates the time that Héctor Gaitán lived. He related how Guatemala was, the activities that the people of 1971, and how Guatemala looks at the time, etc. The literary work written by Héctor Gaitán is about when he was a rebel boy in the town of Guatemala in San Juan. When the writer was a little boy, he knew a lot of people who is included on some of his books. And his book was not just a history but a literary work to keep the memories about his childhood and his friends. Héctor Gaitán was not just a writer, but an announcer, a journalist, and a historian. In 1971, he wrote a lot of literary work, but his well-known literary work is La Calle, Donde, Vives. And the Instituto Central para Varones and the Francisco Marroquín University are just one of the educative institutes on his study. Then he worked on several radio stations, and he had a big success when he asked to his listeners to send to him stories about horror and popular ghosts of Guatemala. This great literary work, you can find it just as easy on Google Books, and in the following links www.lacalleondetuvives.com. I have read this book to know more about how Guatemala was in 1971, to know if Guatemala has so many inhabitants as now. If I find other book of Héctor Gaitán, I would love to read it too. If I had La Calle, Donde, Vives in other language, I would like to read it. Maybe I could read it if it was in English. If I had opportunity to know to Héctor Gaitán, I would ask him about what was his inspiration to write so many books. If I had more time to read, I would like to read more books about histories or maybe horror. If I find other books of Héctor Gaitán, I would love to read it too. If I had the La Calle, Donde, Vives in other language, I would like to read it. Maybe I could read it if it was in English. If I had opportunity to know to Héctor Gaitán, I would ask him about what was his inspiration to write so many books. If I had more time to read, I would like to read more books about history or maybe horror. Thank you.